we need to be able to teach our puppy is for them to be able to accept us being able to restrain them and also being able to examine them. So with Poppy here, I'm going to show you how we can do this in a nice positive way so that the puppy learns to accept everything, and also we can have a look at the puppy and get the puppy used to being examined. By doing this with a young puppy like this, it means then when she goes to the vets and she goes for a general checks, or if we need to check her for anything or administer any ear drops, for example, then the puppy's not going to have any problems with that later in life and is going to be much more accepting. As you can see, Poppy here is quite a wriggly little puppy, so the first thing I'm going to do is teach her how to just be relaxed while she stays still. So I'm just going to pop her between my legs, and I'm just going to cross my hands together and then just hold on to her here. And what I'm looking for her to do is just be relaxed. Now if she jumps around or starts wriggling, I'm not going to say anything, I'm not going to tell her off or do anything. I'm just going to hold on to her and just keep her there and sort of I'm holding her firmly but sort of gently as well. And once she relaxes, I can be relaxed. So I just want her to learn that she's quite happy that she can relax there by me. Good girl. And then I can reward her for that and gently praise her. And also, if you've actually conditioned your puppy as well, you can actually put your marker word there. So I can say yes, and then I can even use a little bit of a food reward. There we go. So all this is doing is teaching her that there's no problem her being still and somebody holding on to her. And it just makes life a lot easier then when we come to look at doing the examinations. Good girl, Poppy. Good girl, Poppy. Clever. Now once your puppy's relaxed and quite happy with this and used to it, what we can start doing is actually examining your puppy and getting your puppy used to being examined. Now there's key areas that you want to have a look at. Certainly we want to be able to look at the ears, we want to be able to look at the eyes, we also want to be able to look at the teeth and the gums as well, and down the little dog's throat. So by having them in this position, it's a really easy position to be able to do this. It's comfortable for me, but it's also comfortable for my puppy as well. So if I just gently lift her head up and use my hands to support her head, it just means I can just lift one of her ear flaps up. With being spaniel with her floppy ears, this would be all floppy dogs, and now I can expose the ear area so I can have a look in there, just make sure it's nice and clean, and then we can have a look at the other one, and just make sure it's nice and clean, that there's no discharge and that everything looks absolutely healthy there as well. Yes, and I can use, as you heard there, the yes, just to let her know that she'd done a good job there. So that's a perfect thing, particularly important with breeds such as your spaniels. And it also helps because you might have to use ear drops or an ear cleaner or something like that with your dog. So if they get used to it, then actually being able to do that is really, really easy, and then really accepting of it. And it makes your life an awful lot easier, and the life of your vets. So the other area we can look at is her eyes. So by gently placing a thumb just below her eye and one above, I can just gently pull the eyelids back, have a little look at her eye. Yes. And then give her a food. Don't do it for too long to start with. Remember, they've got to learn to do this gradually and to trust you holding on to them there. There we go, and to the other side now. Oh, it's a lovely eye, you're a clever girl. Yes, what a good puppy. And if we do this just in a very calm way and nice and relaxed, we don't want to be faffing around or anything, because if we do, then it starts to get the puppy to wonder what's going on, and they can either get really excitable or they can get themselves worried. So we just want to be nice and calm. Now if we get a little puppy like Poppy's doing here, that's getting herself a little bit excited, wanting to get away, then we just gradually just go back to that restraining position where we just hold on to her in a nice, gentle, pleasant way. So now we've done the ears and we've done the eyes, the next area to look at is the mouth of a dog. Now we want to be able to lift up the lips so that we can actually examine the teeth and the gums there. Now dogs don't normally like this very much, so it's really important that we get them used to it. So what we're going to do is just gently lift up the lips, yes, and then we can give her a reward of food for doing that. Good girl. The same on this side. Let's you finish your tidbits. You're a good girl, aren't you? Let's just get you nice and relaxed again. We do the other side. So look. Oh, good girl. And what you can also do is get your puppy used to you actually just running your fingers around the gums there. So she's got to get used to that. Now obviously with young puppies like this, as you can see, a puppy is just starting to make her mouth a little bit. So if we just, when they start doing that, it's rather than try and tell them off or get cross with them or anything, just relax and go back to that gentle holding position. Once they've relaxed and they've stopped doing it, then start again and actually start looking at things again. If she starts doing this again, Just go back to this gentle position and then take no notice of what she's doing. And so once she's relaxed again, we'll go back to it, because she's got to get used to it, and it will feel funny for her to start with. So again, gradually do. And what you'll find is over a couple of days is that she'll be much more accepting of this. So let's see if we can get a good one. Hey Poppy. Oh, that's a big yawn. Now let's have a little just gentle feel again. And then hold you down again. Good girl. That's good. Now I'm not giving her the condition word there to tell her she's done well, because actually she's been quite mouthy with that, and that's not really what I want as an end result. So at the moment I'm just going to gradually work on that, and with her, because this is her first go of doing this, I'm just going to get her used to me lifting up her lips to start with without her mouthing. Good girl, that's clever. That's a good puppy. There we go. Good, that's good. Now when it comes to looking down a dog's throat, that's the only time we need to kind of open the jaw, and we want to do that in a very calm way. Really useful, because if you get a dog gets his, say, a stick stuck, or it's eating something, sometimes they get bones lodged at the top of their mouths as well. It means that we can just make sure that there's nothing there causing a problem. So if we do this, we don't want to hold it open for a long period of time, and it is something that they've got to get used to. So we're just gently one hand on top of the other, and quick, 1, 2, 3, yes, and then shut her mouth again. Good girl. And she got a yes then, she was a good girl. So I must follow that up by giving her a little piece of food to tell her how well she's done. Good girl, that's clever. And the next area I want to look at is her pads. So by just gently running your fingers through the pads and getting the dog used to you touching down by the nails, down between the little toes there. Remember, some dogs can have tickly feet just like us, so just gradually get them used to it. If they start to need the silly mouthing, etc. again, just keep going, just keep everything very, very calm. That's a good girl. And then we do this one. Good. Now remember, dogs' pads don't bend upwards, they'll only bend that way, so if we need to turn them, we must turn them back on themselves as well. So if she gets a bit excited there we go, just hold on to your set, let you relax again. Good girl, that's good, that's good, clever. Let's have a look. Oh, that's a good little pad. There we go. So you can see with her, she's not really used to that at this stage, but what I'll be doing is doing this over the next few days with her, so she starts to realise it's no big deal. And let's see if we can get a good one, so I can mark a good response. And just let you relax. So you can see here, she's just getting a little bit fed up now. Now, the important thing is what I do at this stage. If I actually let her go, then she's learned that all she's got to do is wriggle and she gets her own way. And if I get cross with her, then that becomes quite frightening and horrible. So all I want to do is, just like I've done here, is just kind of relax. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to stroke her, reassure her or anything. This is just me teaching her that actually she can't do what she wants when she wants, but actually by sitting there and being really calm and nice for me, it's actually not a big deal. She's just got to have a little bit of patience. Now let's have a little leg again. Oh, yes, good girl. So we got a good one there. There we go. And you want to build this up slowly over a few days, so that actually over a period of weeks and that, we end up with a dog that's really happy with anybody examining them and looking into their ears, their eyes, their mouth, and also their pads. Good girl. Okay, well done. Off you go.